Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Resin Me Up. I have, as you notice, I cleaned yesterday. My studio was a mess. So I deep cleaned, got my Christmas stuff on my table and put stuff away, and oh my Lord, it's amazing how much stuff can get into places you never thought could get. It's crazy. Okay, today we are going to use this mold. It's been a hot minute since I used this mold, and that was way back when I did, I think it was a whale. It's been a long time. Yep. It was this. That's when I did this. My whale fish diorama thing. So, but today we're going to use it. I'm putting that back up on my shelf. It's a little tall. Today we're going to use it Christmassy, and I don't remember if I've ever done like real flowers other than the tray that I made for Stacy. Back in November, I had a birthday and someone sent me flowers. My sister, as a matter of fact, from Colorado. She sent me a bouquet of flowers, and I took some of the things out and I dried them. And these are some of them. And they were red roses, some lilies, but the lilies never dry very good. And some of these purple flowers, some of these things, I don't know what they're called. And then, of course, some of these pink flowers. Well, today we're only going to use the roses, or a couple roses. And I love how they dried. If you look at this one, the top petals, they just kind of curled over, which I really love that. And they're lighter on the inside. And so we're going to be using that one. And what was the other one? One of these two. I think it's this one. That one did the same thing. Well, this one here did too. But I don't know. We'll figure it out, whichever one. But that's what we're going to use out of that. Now, how we're going to make it Christmassy is I found some artificial white poinsettias. So we're going to incorporate that in there. And I've got some other miscellaneous stuff, bunch of miscellaneous stuff, silver stuff, some pine stuff, some ball stuff, all kinds of stuff. So we're going to see how we're going to do this. I want to put the poinsettia, obviously, in the center. And we're going to try to get that to lay out flat. These have kind of been crunched for a hot minute. And suspend that or lay it out there somehow. And then I want to try to put the roses around it somehow. Oh, and it may work better once the resin is in there. So we're just going to pour a little bit of resin just to get them stabilized. I may put that in there anyway, just because I just love the color of it. It's pretty. I'm going to mix up some resin and get those in there, and then we'll go from there. Okay. BRB. Alrighty. Guess what I did, guys? I cheated. I glued, UV'd the paddle back on. Cheat. Well, I wanted it on there. All right. I mixed up 8 ounces of resin. So you guys can see all this going on, right? My resin is a bit cold because it is a little chilly. So hopefully we will, let me spray a little alcohol in here. And I am using Let's Resin casting resin today. And because I didn't want all that glitter floating around all over in there. Don't think we have any bubbles. All right. That should hold it. Perfect. Only thing is I don't like that poinsettia covering up the rose. Because when you look at that, you're not going to be able to see the rose. And in went my stick. Okay, so how are we going to fix that? Ugh. All right, guys, let me be right back. Okay, here's what I'm doing. Took the poinsettia out, and we're going to get that cured. And then when that's cured in there solid, then we're going to cut the tops off of these. And then we're going to put the poinsettia on the next layer. And I got it over here on top of on a silicone mat curing. So then in a sense, it'll already be cured and we won't have to worry about it throwing off bubbles. That makes sense. So I think that's going to work a whole lot better. That way the poinsettia will be in the background of the roses versus in the foreground. Does that make sense? Yeah. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to let that cure like that and make sure we've got it in there straight for one. Because I didn't even pay attention. Just like that. And it's going to stay just like that. And then that layer will cure. And then let's see. How deep the next layer is. Oh yeah, next layer is 3 inches. We can pour that all in one time with deep pour. How I'm getting this spilt everywhere is beyond me. So then we can put everything in there and not have to worry about doing more layers, if that makes sense. So I can come back in a couple hours, add everything else, and then we'll be golden. And then it'll sit overnight, and then I can demold it tomorrow morning. How's that sound to y'all? Sometimes you just got to work it out. And I keep dropping this in here. All right. So I think that is the middle. All right, y'all. We'll see you when that is cured at a tacky state. I'll clean up this mess and I'll see you back. Okay? Bye. Good morning, everybody. How are you on this fine Monday morning? Well, I poured the miscellaneous layers of this because it would have been boring and it would have been short, and I didn't want to have to edit like 75,000 layers. So I just went ahead and got all the layers poured. And I got everything poured up to this last layer. Now I've got my resin mixed up, and like I said in the very beginning, we're going to put these semi-whitish, transparent, iridescent, whatever you want to call them, bubbles in the bottom. And so I've mixed up resin. We're going to pour resin in here. We're going to mix it all up. And then I'm going to run it through my vacuum chamber to get all of the bubbles out of it. So before I do that, I wanted to show you guys, I did get a few bubbles in there, and right there on the rose, I got a few bubbles, and then around those bubbles, but the bubbles actually look like, because they have little sequiny things or whatever on it, it looks like it's part of those. So that's not a bad thing. And then I think I got a bubble over here on one of the roses. But other than that, and then I think when I laid down the poinsettia, I also got some. Even though I sprayed it, I did everything, I still got some. But it's okay. It's okay not to have a perfect project every time. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and pour some of this in here, and we're going to mix this up. With them. And then I'm going to go and run it. Make sure they're all covered. That is full. And I'll be on bubble watch for that. And then we'll come back when this is ready to demold. And we'll get it out of there and see how it looks. From the sides, it looks pretty cool. All right, y'all. See you later. Bye. Hey, everyone. Welcome back. This is ready to come out of the mold. I've already put soapy water in there. So we're just going to slide her right out because I knew this was going to be a booger to get out. So I figured putting soapy water on it was going to make it just perfect to get out. Now we get to wipe it down. And I may have to go wipe it off with a wet towel, but hopefully not. I don't think this is... Whoa! Almost dropped it. Okay, I don't think this on the side right here is quite dry. It is everywhere else, just not this one corner. Okay, so let me show you what it looks like. So there are the roses. Can you see that? Or is my light glaring? There. You know, after the thought, I thought, you know what would have been pretty in there is some of those pearls. But that's okay. So there's the roses, there's the bubbles, there's all the greenery around it. And if you look on the side, I put some of those stem things in there. And then on the very bottom, you can see the poinsettia. But otherwise, it looks really good. You can see my lines. I don't know if can you sand the lines out? I've never had that happen before. But other than that, it's really pretty. I like it. I could probably do a flood coat on this whole thing if I wanted to. But anyway, so that's what it looks like. And I may have to do a flood coat on it. Just sand it really good all the way around. But it looks really pretty. I like the fact that the poinsettia is down at the bottom. Let's see if I can get a light so you can see down inside there, poinsettia and the rocks and everything. And it would be really pretty on a light too. So that's what that looks like. I'm going to have to set it this way so that these corners, for some reason, that didn't cure all the way. I'll sand it all and flood coat it, and then I think it'll just be stunning. Extras. I have had these molds since June or July from Temu, and they are Christmas trees. This is the bigger Christmas tree, and I used the Into Resin glazed blue in clear. And I just poured it in there because, you know, you can never have too many Christmas trees, in my opinion. This is a really stretchy mold, and it's not a candle mold, so there we go. How pretty is that? Oh, and I got no bubbles. Yay! Isn't that pretty? Let's see what it looks like with a light underneath it. So that would be pretty lit up too. This light's a little too bright, but pretty. It'd be pretty with a blue light underneath it. So that's the big tree, and then this is the small tree. I keep setting that down there. Hopefully it's ready to come out of here. And I didn't over pour this one. This one was just a little bit, came out, should have left it in there just a little bit longer. Oh gosh. That's funny. Well, anyway, it is the starry blue. And that top came out just a tad bit deformed. Hopefully it will go back into shape. But that's what it looks like. See that top? Kind of looks like the Grinch tree now. Glove on. Let's see if that'll help. So I'm not leaving fingerprints on it. Yeah, I should have waited to demold it, but it's okay. I fixed it. And that's the little tree. Now they're a pair. So those are my extras from this go round. I've been working on this for 2 days, and I wanted to get this video posted tonight. So that's why. And then I have this over here too, but it's definitely not ready to come out of the mold. And plus, I had a request to do a blue one, so I used the I'm gonna see, I guess I could do it now to see if it would stick, but use the starry or the glazed blue on top of this because I was asked to do a blue one, but I don't want to use like blue. I think it might be sticky enough that I could get it on there without making a mess. Let's try it. All right, and then we'll let that cure fully, and then we'll take that from there. All right, y'all. That is our finished project. See, it's dry. It doesn't, nothing sticks to it. I just don't understand why those corners are like that. It's weird. Okay, y'all, that's my finished project. I will get that sanded and flood coated. I'll probably use the tabletop resin, and then I will show you what that looks like once that is done. And good grief. Now, the next project we're going to be working on, guys, is huge, just so you know. And it's going to be my Christmas finale because, you know, Christmas is in a couple weeks. And this is probably something you guys have never seen before. At least I've never seen it done on YouTube. And so I'm kind of excited to get it started because it's going to take a hot minute to get it done. I got to stop saying a hot minute. I noticed in my previous 2 filmings that I said a hot minute all the time. Good Lord, what am I? 2? So that is that. We'll get this cured. We'll get the top coat on it, get it sanded, all that good stuff. But I'll do that in between waiting on this next project while it's curing. So, but we'll get that started tomorrow. I have to go with my husband to his hematologist appointment tomorrow. So that will be at 10 o'clock in the morning. So we'll see what happens with that, and I'll let you guys know. So, because the results are back on the blood test, I know what it is. We both know what it is, but I want to wait and see what the hematologist says first. So, and I will let you guys know. All right. All right, everyone. Let me know what you think about my rose Christmas cube with all of the trimmings. Let me know what you think. And then we'll move on to the next project with my pretty birthday roses in it. All right, everyone. See you on the next video. And hit that like button if you thought this was a neat project, and comment, leave me a comment. And if you haven't subscribed yet, why not? It's free. And it would definitely help out my channel. I'm working towards a goal here, and if I hit that 5,000 mark, there's going to be big surprises, big surprises. So yeah. All right, everyone. Good night. Have a great evening. Love ya. See you on the next video.